Hello everyone, VanguardOfValor here, and welcome to another episode of Dwarf Fortress. It's been a long time coming, but it is here at last. So, what do we got going on? Well, there's all kinds of things that have happened in the last episode that haven't actually been finished in quite some time, since it has been, like I said, a while since we played this. Now, what do we got going on? Well, there's a couple main things. First of all, we got some new dwarves who we've renamed, so we'll go look at them in a second. Downstairs, we can also see that we have an insane person in here who needs to get their task completed before they go absolutely bonkers, and that would not be good. And the other thing we have to do is appease our nobles. Our mayor here, Drakenvokelda, has mandated the production of windows, so we've been trying to work out how to get our glass production to actually function, and we're getting very close to that now, so hopefully we'll be able to do that today, and nobody has to get punished for their lack of being able to construct windows. Now, if we come back out here again, we should go check out what we have going on in our Dwarf Therapist. Let's pop that open here. We have a whole bunch of new dwarves. First of all, we have Contrax, Diax, Elsnor, Gamaflux, Grandosco, Leostat, Liver, Nexon, Roasted Pot, Rowan, Sherlock, Tals, Tando, Tarson, Theodore, and Untio. Lots of dwarves. There are two very interesting things here, though, that I've never actually seen before, I don't think. Diax here and Untio don't have any skills. Nothing. Right along the whole line. No skills. Diax, no skills. They do have some military skills. If we go down here and check at the bottom, we can see that they do actually have a couple skills. For example, he's a swords dwarf, he's a hammer dwarf. They do have a couple of basic dodge and armor and shield using skills. But I found it very strange that none of them actually have any skills. No social skills for either of them. Very strange. Either way, that's what we have, so we're going to hopefully make do with these guys. That should add well to our fortress. We're up to 120 dwarves now, which is not our maximum, but it's definitely getting up there. And now we'll have to see what we can do about this. So, things that we have going on in here. First of all, sand production to make glass. We found that there was sand up in the top left corner of our map a little while ago. This yellow tile is all sand. Now, when I came over to look here a second ago, I noticed there was a bag here. If we look at that bag, it turns out it's a bag of sand. We've actually succeeded in getting one yellow sand bag at least, which means we should, I believe, be able to make a window from it. And we're having trouble with our sand collection, possibly because of the lack of bags that we have that free. Now, if we actually try to go directly make the sand from our glass furnace, which is right here, I believe, yes, we should be able to use yellow? Oh, we have to smelt it into sand, don't we? Can we make green glass from yellow? I can't remember which color yellow sand turns into. I think green glass is from sand, I believe. If we say make raw green glass, will that actually make us the glass we need to be able to make our window? Potentially. Potentially. If we just try and say make green glass something, I think we need the green glass first. Let's just try and say make green glass window and see if it works. I'd be very surprised if it does, but we'll have to wait and see. Now if we check over here as well, our insane person here needs gems shining, rock, and life. Bones, yeah. Cloth, thread. The thread might be the problem. Needs dyes, which I believe is rough color. Needs trees. There's a lot of stuff in there. It's hard to tell exactly what we need, but there is a dyer shop here, so we might be able to make dyes. I don't think that's how you do it, though. I think you do that from the farmer's workshop upstairs. So we'll take a look at that as well, see if we can get these things underway before we actually start the game running. No, there's no dyes there. Can we process plants into dyes? No. That's fine, though. We'll cancel that. Is there anywhere else we can do these kinds of tasks? I don't believe so. Tanner shop? No, it's just Tannahide. Alright. Not a whole lot of options in those places. That's fine, though. If we go back downstairs again, we might be able to find something else that might work a little bit better for these tasks, but I would be surprised if we really do. We're still trying to make bags out of various things. Not necessarily working too well, but we do have some sand in a bag now, so we might be able to make use of it before we get too much further into this mess. Alright, I think we'll just let this run for a little bit and see if that sand works. It probably will not, but we want to test and see if it does. I think we'll probably need to make it into raw glass first, but we can always double check. Yep, needs sand-bearing item. Okay, let's try and not... Hang on, we have a sand-bearing item. It's upstairs. I've looked at it. You can't tell me it's not there. I've seen it. Is it forbidden for some reason? If you look at the qualities of that bag... Wrong button there. K should be able to do it. Is it a forbidden item for some reason? No, that would make it forbidden. It's not forbidden. Why isn't it just sitting here? Yellow sand, water covering. What does that mean? Yes? I can't view that. Strange. We want the yellow sand, though. That's the whole point. We need to be able to make something out of that. Maybe we used the wrong kind of sand, but I don't think so. The wrong kind of glass, rather. Let's try again here. You'll come into this glass furnace. We'll try and make clear glass instead. There we go. And we're going to make a clear glass window with I and see if that works this time instead. Now, like I said, this is not exactly the thing I have the most experience with. I have never really made anything out of glass before, but it's an interesting experiment. Fez apparently has just given birth to a girl, so we have another new dwarf. Congratulations. And is now trying to find their child, and rather bring that child back home again. It's always a pain when you're out hunting and all of a sudden a baby pops out. Jeez. Alright. Looks like we've actually been succeeding so far in making this window, though. It might actually happen. If we go back up to the surface, have they gone to pick up that bag of glass? No, bag of sand, rather, not bag of glass. Not yet, but it may very well happen. And why are all these people out here? They're just sort of chilling out upstairs. What's going on with you? What are you doing? What are you doing? I don't know. You're not at a party or anything. Why are you outside? That's strange. I don't know what that dwarf is doing out there. That's very odd. Do they have a kill order standing? Let's check that. We check our squads here. There are no kill orders standing. No, none of them are doing anything. No. Strange. I have no idea what those guys are doing out there. That's very strange indeed. They're all just standing there. Maybe they're bathing or something, because there's a pond there. And that is something they can do once they have soap. Let's resume that. What just happened? Nothing. Why did it keep pausing on me? I'm not sure. Ha! Oh, yes! We got a sandbag! Yeah, we're gonna make some glass! I'm super excited about this. Okay. Beyond that, what else do we have to do? Oh, no, get out of here, Fraps alert. Not interested in what you have to say. What do we get down here? Come on, make me a window! I'm super excited for this to actually work. I did not expect it to actually happen anytime soon. Awesome. A badger boar? Somebody fighting a badger boar? We check our reports here. Somebody fighting the badger boar? Yes, it's getting horribly destroyed, it looks like. It's getting shot to death. That's awesome, actually, because that should give us some bones and skins and stuff that might appease our friend in here. I'm not entirely sure what he needs at this point, but it'd be good to make sure we can cover any of the bases we can. Okay, awesome. So, beyond that, it looks like we should keep doing some various tasks. Instead of mining out the lower layers right now, which is important to do, we're still just looking for various goods and whatnot down here at the moment. But what we're actually going to do now is we're going to set up a... Oh, hang on. Whoa. What's going on? Sorry. There's so many things happening at once. We have people who are canceling hunt because they have no ammo. We have to make some more bull. Oh, that's right, because our guy is sitting in our... One unused silk cloth, one unused plant cloth. Okay, can't make any bags. That's fine. But that's interesting. Since our strange mood dwarf is sitting in our craft dwarf workshop, we can't actually make any bolts in it, which is where we normally make them. I might have to make another one of those. It's probably wise. Otherwise, we're going to keep having this problem, and we're going to have other more problems associated with it. Alright then, in that case, we're going to hopefully be able to deal with that soon. Did they stop fighting the badgers? Yeah, it looks like they have, because the badger was being fought by Fez, and now Fez isn't fighting. Are you also fighting the badger? Yes, you are. Okay, that might be enough then. Is the badger's house still fighting? Yes, okay, these guys are going to be able to handle that, I think. So that's fine. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to set another workshop to be made here. We are going to designate a building, a workshop specifically, and we're going to be going for a crafts dwarf workshop with R. Perfect. Set that in with the others as well. We can use chert for that, fine, and that will hopefully stem our issues with not being able to actually produce enough of these things. If we really want to go crazy into production, we can just make a whole pile of these workshops and then produce a ton of things. We haven't been going for that specific strategy so far, but it is definitely something that was reasonable to do, and we could definitely try it if we decide it'd be worthwhile. Now, I just want that glass window to be made. If we check here in the nobles, have we actually succeeded? No. We have to make 2 windows still. Interesting. We are making our workshop over here. It may actually be finished. Yes, it is. We're going to set them to make some wooden bolts. I want you to make wooden bolts. There we go. On repeat. Done. That should make sure we never run out again, and that will keep our people busy. Okay, it looks like that might be an empty bag. Can I double check that? What are you carrying? You are carrying something. Can I see what you're holding? No. That's too bad. Can I check that another way? I'm sure I can. I just don't remember how. It's view items in buildings, I think, is the key I need to use for this. No, that's just the door. Maybe not. View units? Can you see what they're carrying that way? Inventory would be I. You can see his inventory. I can't see specifically what he's holding, though. Oh well. That is the sandbag. Okay, it looks like it still has sand in it, though. Did something fail there? Let's resume this, check the thing. Has the window started production? I can't tell. Or if that sandbag still has more sand in it, I have no idea. Interesting, I'll have to experiment with that momentarily. In the meantime, though, we're going to head back up here, make sure everything else is going okay. There's people sparring over there, and that's good. I'm not sure what other people are doing, just sort of standing around, but whatever. Got lots of fish, I believe, coming in here from our river, which is good. Okay. I have a lot of stuff to keep an eye on. I should remember, though, what I'm trying to do here. I have something very specific in mind, and that is we're going to try and dig a path from our farming floor, or probably from this floor below. Is that yellow sand, too? Really? Because that makes it really easy to get. That is yellow sand. Oh, my goodness. Wow, how did I not notice that? Well, that makes things really easy. In that case, we can just turn this whole area into a sand collection zone. That's way easier than using upstairs. Okay, let's come back up to the top. And instead of doing this, we're going to take this sand zone away. So we do that using zones with I. This no longer needs to be a sand zone. We're going to hit X to remove zones and pick this one. Thank you very much. That is a much more hazardous place to collect sand from than this one, which is directly inside our mountain. So we can just take this area and designate it with a... no, wrong button. Zones. We're going to place a zone in here. It can be nice and big. Internal. Oh, no, can't be quite that big. I always forget how these things work. Alright, stick this in here. Not quite as big as I thought, but it will be nice and large. And that can be a sand gathering zone. Perfect. So that should cover that whole area, and it should mean we'll be able to get sand nice and safely, because if it's inside our fortress, we don't have to trek outside to try and find it. Now, we should have all of that zone cleared out now, it looks like. Yeah, I don't see anything else there, so that's good, because as safe as possible is the best way to do things. Now, if we set that back to run again, that'll be good. We don't even have to worry about digging ourselves a path anymore, because it'll already be in there. What do we have here? What's this going on about? Oh, there's something in the way when they're trying to build the walls. Don't do that. An alpaca has starved to death as well, which should give us more stuff for our unhappy bone worker downstairs. But he's not moving, so he definitely needs something else. Needs stone, bones. He should have bones by now. Gems. Maybe, oh, shining gems. Maybe I have to cut some gems for him. We should have some. If I check our stockpile here. Check our stocks. This is a bit of a disorganized thing, but these are things that are always confusing. We always find these people who need things that they can't find for some reason. It's hard to figure out what exactly it is that's giving them a hard time. Cut gems. Is this what you're looking for? There are tiger eyes and things, but those don't look quite... Those are cut. Yeah, those should be what we need. That should be shining gems. Rough gems are the non-shining ones, according to that, I believe. I wonder what else they're looking for. What else did you want? If I come over to him, is he always asking for the same thing? No, cloth, threads, rough color. Rough color is one that's confusing me a little bit. I believe that is dyes, but I'm not sure if I can make dyes. Is there anywhere here that can make dyes? Clothier's shop. Do you make dye? No. Whoa. Hello. Okay. Loom. Do you make dyes? I don't think you do either. No. Metalsmith, mechanics, leatherworks. None of these places look like they'd make dyes. No. Strange. Have we actually succeeded... No, wrong button again. In making any of these windows? Apparently not. I'm a bit confused here, because it looks like it was working and then decided not to work, and I don't know why. There should be a Windows section here, and we can check if we've actually managed to produce anything there, but it looks like it still says none. What happened there? Why did it not make the window? We'll have to scroll back up through this mess and see if we can find out what happened. It's a bit of a confusing situation, but there you go. Needs sand-bearing item. You have a sand-bearing item. Can I set someone to gather sand again, and we'll try again. We'll come over here, come into this glass furnace, we'll gather some sand, collect sand, there you go. It should be nice and easy. I'll tell you to do that a couple times, and we'll see if it'll actually work. Nope, cancels, collect sand, needs empty bag. Man, this is just giving me a hard time. I can't make bags, I have none of the materials that actually make bags, and I can't make sand because I can't get it in bags. Come on, game. Give me a break here. Clear glass, make raw clear glass. Try that. See if we have to do that first, and then we can make a window from it. I'm not sure if that's necessary or not, but it might be an important step. Alright. We'll try. We'll try. We'll also use this fat that we've been making to try and make some soap here. We should be able to make some soap from tallow. Possibly not. Yeah, I see. Okay, we don't have any lye first. We'll come to our ashery and try and make some lye in here, and that should be enough to get us on the way to making more soap, which is always good for keeping your dwarves happy, healthy, and clean. Helps stave off infection from various diseases which can happen and all that good stuff. Cancels make raw clear glass. Needs pearl ash. Okay, we need pearl ash. That's something we can potentially make. At least we know what we have to do now. There we go. So then we come into our wood furnace, and instead of making charcoal, we have another wood furnace somewhere? I believe we do. It's down somewhere. There it is. They're both making charcoal. We'll cancel one of them making charcoal. We make ash with it. No, pearl ash is different. It's so easy to get lost in all these different menus. Alright. Buttons. Okay. Make ash is not necessarily what we want. Pearl ash is a more complicated thing. You have to add coal or something to pearl ash? You make that in the ashery. Add new task. Make potash? That's not what we need. I'm gonna have to double check on this one. I'll be right back. I remember why I was confused about pearl ash, and it's because we don't necessarily need it to make glass at all. The thing about the different kinds of glass, if we look in our glass furnace here, we can make green glass, clear glass, and crystal glass. And they're kind of like a quality scale. Green glass is the simplest, it's just made with sand. Clear glass is sand and pearl ash, and crystal glass is rock crystal and pearl ash. Pearl ash you actually make at a kiln, which I believe we have one of somewhere, if we can find it. But it's not necessarily what we need at the moment. Do we even have a kiln? Let's check. If we go to build, excuse me, furnaces, I believe, with, no, not F. Where's furnaces? Furnaces is right there. It is E? We don't have a kiln yet. So let's try and make a kiln. We can try and make pearl ash if we want. See if that'll help at all. But, I have a feeling this won't make much of a difference to us, because honestly, what we really need to do is just make the green glass window. But since it wants pearl ash, we'll try using that and see if that makes a better quality glass, or actually succeeds in making glass at all. If not, then we'll know we made a mistake, we'll have to go back and fix it. Other than that, though, it's looking pretty solid here. So, if we... have people actually come up... Oh, we can't gather sand, of course. We don't have any bags! That's fine, though. We can leave that alone for now. We'll pop back downstairs again. A lot of different things we want to make sure are still working out here. Our beds are coming along okay. We're going to start building some doors. We're going to build doors. We have a bunch of them to put into place here to fill out these rooms again. We have lots of rooms to fill, too. So we'll stick some of these doors in here, and that should keep our people happy. There's not too many of them produced yet, but that's fine. We can keep sticking them in place while we have them. Oh, get in there. And then we should also put some beds in as well, because these people need places to sleep. I'm not sure how many new beds we have yet. We'll find out in a second. We have... lots. Good. That should be enough to keep people happy for a little while. We'll have to set them into actual bedrooms soon, but in the meantime, this will do. Having the beds at all is a good step forward, as opposed to having nowhere to sleep at all. There we go. Those will all get set down before too long. People will probably get annoyed by all the noise when people are engraving things nearby, but for the time being, they'll just have to make do. We have 2 more beds, 1 more bed left. Ooh, come on now. There we go. Last bed placed. That'll do. That'll keep people busy as well. Excellent. So, lots of things going on. People are getting water there, looks like. That's interesting. In the buckets from the well. Things seem to be going pretty well. I'm surprised, honestly, we haven't been hit by any nasty, nasty things like sieges or ambushes yet. Normally, we'd have had at least one of those by now, but apparently that's not something that's been happening too much around here. Alright, let's use our kiln here to turn coal into pearl ash. Can I not do that? I thought I just took coal. Takes place at a kiln or magma kiln, requires fuel. Why can't I do that? This is a kiln. I don't understand why that's going on. We have charcoal, so we should be able to use charcoal for this kiln to make the pearl ash. I don't understand. Well, that's weird. We have to deal with that later. For the time being, we're going to come back here, make a green glass window again, and see if it tells us why that's not working, because apparently it should work. As far as I can tell, there's no reason why they shouldn't be able to turn that bag of sand into a window. Is there anything telling me here I can't do it? Nothing yet. Maybe I have to make raw green glass first? He brings the sand over. That was no problem. Because that happened almost immediately. But then it just doesn't go any further. There, he's bringing coal over. Is he doing it now? It looks like he's actually making the window. Yeah! We might actually have this window finally. I don't know why it wouldn't work before. I'm a little bit baffled. Perhaps we're using up our coal too fast. That might be a potential problem. Because we are using up coal in those places. So we can set this back to making charcoal. We don't need to have that stopped. That could be what's going on. It could be that we're not actually producing enough fuel to keep up with the demand from our various other places. That could be definitely a possibility. What happened just now? We have found, a human caravan from Otod Pezor. That's an interesting name for a place, but that's fine. Get over here, caravan. I have plenty of bags to buy from you. That's definitely what I'm going to be using them for. Okay, so that's interesting. Okay, that'll be probably very helpful. Getting a whole pile of bags would make our sand production a lot easier. And then we can try and buy things for this guy as well, buy dyes and whatnot that we might need. Oh, he went insane. Oh no, where's he going? Wither Soul has gone stark raving mad. What you doing? What are you doing, Wither Soul? Reports. Wither Soul, where'd you go? Where'd you go, Wither Soul? I'm sorry I couldn't find what you needed. I was a bit too slow. Where have you gone? Have you just run off to your room, or where did you go? Where'd you go? Oh, poor guy. I'm sorry, Wither Soul. You have been confined by yourself to your insanity in your own room. He's been miserable lately. That's too bad. He went insane. Nothing we can do for you now, Wither Soul. We just have to wait for you to starve to death. It's a sad day, but you will get your very own grave, and that's all I can do for you. That's too bad, especially given that the trading caravan just came in. We would have probably been able to get whatever we needed from them. We were just a bit too slow. That's too bad. Alright, we're going to come in here and we're going to say that we need a trader at the depot. We're going to start moving some goods here so we can hopefully trade with these guys. We're going to, of course, sort them by value. What are we going to take a look at here? We could bring them some prepared food, because that is fairly valuable. Let us take them... Sure, some prepared food bins. And the finished goods bin. Take 2 of those. I'm probably not going to want to sell any of the things in there, but we'll bring it over anyway. And lots of prepared food barrels. We should really get rid of more of those, because they're quite numerous. We do have a lot of food in those in that regard. Some more gem bins. We could probably still have some of that. Some more mechanisms. That should probably be enough for now. If we need more stuff, we can go from there. Our bars and blocks are probably all of our iron and charcoal, which don't actually sell for very much money on their own. The value there is just because we have lots of them. So we'll deal with that in a second. That's probably pretty okay. If we come back down to the lower levels here... What's going on here? There's still lots of animals in the way, apparently, blocking our walls. That's not so good. Do we succeed in building a window, though? That's the big question. Yes! Yes! Make windows 1 of 2! Fantastic! Okay, so if we come in here now, can we set another sand production to be made? What a mess. I'm very apologetic over what has happened here today. This has been a mess of me trying to accomplish simple tasks. Can we use that bag we just got the sand out of to make more sand? No, it looks like somebody might have already stolen that bag. Unless somebody just grabbed it to go upstairs and gather sand with. And that might have canceled the repeated job and not the normal job. Are you gathering sand? It looks like you might be. I don't know. We have another child here. Robert Ware has given birth to a girl. That's excellent. Congratulations, Robert Ware. Our farmer, our people here might have unloaded. No, they're still unloading. Okay, we can't trade here yet. That's fine. We'll wait a little bit longer. Hopefully they'll show up soon. We can get that trading done with. That's interesting, though. We're going to come back upstairs. We'll make sure that this wall no longer has suspensions on its various tasks, so that people will come here and actually try and complete those parts of the wall. That will be good. And down here as well, we will complete these if any of them have been suspended. That one has. There we go. There we go. Part of the problem is that since we have such a open area here, people want to walk through here rather than go all the way around. So if somebody's trying to build it and somebody happens to walk through it at the wrong time, it'll block the way. That's probably what's giving us the hard time there. Now, can we do this trade yet? No. You are eating. Wolfrey, get over here. We have work that needs done, and you don't seem to want to do it. Alright, are our dwarves digging down below? That's another question we should keep an eye on, because if they're not digging, we should give them more things to dig, otherwise we aren't getting anything out of them. Looks like our miners have pretty much finished this entire floor, which is pretty cool. Is there anything of value down here? Not sure. We have zircons and other various uninteresting stones, but that's fine. We're going to go down to the next floor. I might mark out some things to be dug out down here, but I think what we'll do for now... Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff here. Let's come down to this floor. We're going to dig out this one. We're going to designate to mine. We're going to mine out our main causeway as per usual, so we actually have somewhere to go through, going one off the end, otherwise enemy units can come in from that area. I don't mean enemy units, but wild creatures can come in from off the map. And we're going to go a little bit bigger this time, just for fun. Instead of doing a 1 wide, we're going to be doing a 2 wide hallway the whole way across, just because I have a feeling that might make it actually mine out a little bit quicker. because that way we will actually be able to, I don't know why I'm doing it so close together. That'll take forever to do if they do the entire map that way. Let's spread those out a little bit. That way, I should believe we'll be able to get more than one dwarf in there mining out any particular tunnel at any one given time, which should make the whole process go a little bit quicker. We are going to try and mine this area out, though, and see if we can't get anything good in here, and if not, we will continue on down deeper. I'm not particularly bothered either way. Oh, that was interesting, because I believe that canceled itself for some reason. There we go. Let's keep digging down, and hopefully we'll get down to the bottom of this mess. That's weird. I'm having a hard time designating here. It won't actually designate when I tell it to. But yeah, we're planning on trying to get a lot of bags from those... come on, I told you to mark that one. Mark it. There we go. We can come down to the bottom again, and eventually we should be able to get some nice resources out of this. Hopefully, anyway. No telling for sure, because, I mean, it is fairly random as to whether or not you get anything interesting hidden away in those deposits. And we might be going just around them, which is a problem of doing this kind of strip mining. But it's interesting, and it'll give our miners something to do, so we'll do that. It's always good to keep your idle dwarves to a minimum, because when they're idle, they're taking up food and whatnot and not producing anything for you. So you might as well give them something to do, even if it's not something that's particularly useful at any given time. Because you never know, the resources we get from here might come in useful later. We'll have to wait and see. We are still looking for a layer that has fluxstone in it as well. We're going to have to dig deeper for that, because apparently none of these seem to. But that's fine, we'll just have to take a look and see if we can find it. It would be unfortunate if there's not a whole lot of access to those fluxstones on this map, but there should be, because when we did the map generation, looking for fluxstone was one of the important things we made sure to do. So there should be some somewhere. It might be very deep, though, for all we know, so we're going to have to wait and find out on that one. For now, though, we're just going to finish marking out this territory to be mined, and then we can go. There's a lot of territory left here. Maybe I'll do this later. I don't know. Let's finish this off quickly, and we'll be able to come back upstairs and check up on our miners. We are going to be done this episode probably fairly soon, but I'm going to try and at least get the trading done first, so we don't have to worry about that next time. And hopefully we can get our other window made this episode as well, because that is really my goal for this this little episode here. Trying to get those basic tasks accomplished would be quite nice, especially because we've been trying to make windows for a little while now. Let's get back upstairs. Yep, there we go. A bit too far up, but that's fine. Can we do our trading yet? Are you done eating? You are storing an item in a stockpile. That's not what I asked you to do. Trader is requested at the depot, yes? Yes, trader is requested at the depot. So we should get over there eventually, and then we can trade with these people. They've been waiting for so long, don't keep them waiting any longer. Alright. So, beyond that, there's not a whole lot else we really have to do at the moment. We're going to wait and hopefully get this window made. Now, I doubt we've made any more sand, but I'm going to try in here to make another green glass window and see if he'll actually be able to do it. Now, it needs sand-bearing items. We need to make a whole pile more bags. And we'll also need to get a bunch of materials to make our own bags, because apparently we can't seem to find any of those right now. People keep canceling our constructions because things are in the way, though. Stop. Hang on. Are you suspending buildings because your own babies are in your hands? No, it doesn't look like it. People just happen to be moving through that tile at the wrong time. Okay, that's more reasonable. Ay. Alright. I thought the person here was suspending their task because there was a baby in their hand. But no, thankfully that was not the case. They keep suspending walls, though, and it frustrates me to no end, because I have no idea why they keep suspending them. Probably because when they start the task, somebody just happens to be walking through the space. Stop doing that. Construct that wall. Do I have to give you a warren that doesn't allow you to actually stand in that space? Because I will if I have to. Alright. People want more plump helmets, but that's nothing unusual. Please get over here, Wolfrey. I just want to do this trade. Jeez. You have valuable things that we need to get our hands on, and you will not cooperate here. What are you even doing? You are drinking. No, Wolfrey. Get over here. You have an important job to do. Trader is requested. Yes, trader is requested. Get over there. Alright, can I do anything at the noble screen to harass him so he'll do his job better? I don't think so. The broker. If I come in here, there's nothing I can really do to affect that job, as far as I can tell. It's not like the bookkeeper, which actually has settings. These ones don't. Ah, well, that's fine. Alright then. We could come into the bookkeeper settings. Do we have it at max? Not quite. We have it at high precision, not highest. Because I find highest precision tends to make your dwarves a little unhappy when they're trying to deal with all that mess. Alright. One of these days we'll get somebody over there so we can actually produce those things, but for now we'll have to make do without. That's fine. We are going to come back downstairs again, see if we can... Whoa. See if we can actually make any pearl ash. Do we have materials now to make pearl ash? No. Do we have no coal or what? Why isn't it letting me do this? This is a kiln. We have fuel. Oh, it takes potash. That's what I'm missing. Okay. My mistake. I am definitely blind today. Alright then, let's come in here. Let's try and make some potash. That's the wrong place. Of course, we don't do that in there. We do it in the ashery. Yes, we are going to make some potash from lion ash. Interesting. That's why it's so complicated. Yes, these are all things that I generally don't make a whole lot of, so I don't have a whole lot of experience with making them, but that's interesting. Alright, we might try and do that later. For now, we'll leave that be then, because that does require a bunch of other steps, and that's not the nicest thing. It is now autumn, which is interesting. People have swapped over their jobs, because the months have, of course, switched as well. Have you finally decided to come over here? Nope, you're still drinking. We literally just need to pour a trail of alcohol on the ground from there to this broker, don't we? Oh, did he arrive? Yeah! Wolfery, you made it! You heard me talking about pouring alcohol on the ground. You came right quick, didn't you? Alright, well, let's get in here and we can trade? Or is he still walking there? Or meeting the people? Or why can't I trade yet? That's weird. These things are at the trade depot already. Why can't I instigate a trade now? Very strange indeed. He seems to have stopped in the right place. Is that even him? Is that Wolfery? Nope, that person was just stopped in the middle of the place, just to taunt me. We know Wolfery's coming, though, so that's good. Once he gets there, we'll be able to do something. Is he there now? Yes, he is. Fantastic. Fantastic. So he did come after we knew that was happening. Oh, there he is, of course, right there. Alright then, in that case, let us engage in this trade. Do you have... They got a bunch of metals for us, that's interesting. Some gems, fire opals, some cool stuff in there. Blocks of various things, glasses, we don't really need those, because... Those just... Oh my goodness, hiccups. Those just are used for making the strange mood items. We should be able to make them by ourselves now. We do need bags, though. So, are these bags? We have to view the goods to see the full name. That's just rope. Is this all just rope? It's all just rope. Alright, then. We need bags, though. This is a leather water skin. That's not what we need. Great white shark leather water skin. A platinum flask. That's pretty fancy. Jeez. Running around with platinum all the time. Okay, I see how it is. Zinc, various other metals. We don't need those things at the moment. I will get the cages later, most likely, if they're cheap like these ones are. I'll grab them now, I guess. Doesn't hurt. We could get the ducks and animals as well, but I don't really need them at the moment, so I'm not too worried about that. We'll take the cheap cages, though. Saves us having to produce them ourselves. We can use them in our traps later. We will get these blood barrels and whatnot, because they are good for putting into our foods later on. We'll take the other barrels, because it prevents us from having to waste our trees on them. We'll also take the wine, if we can get it, because any alcohol you can get is generally good. Honeybee venom is not something I'm interested in, though. What's this? Chestnut liquid barrel? I don't know what that's all about. I'll take a chestnut barrel. More blood barrels. There's a lot of barrels here. There's some alcohol, that's always good. More blood. Buckets. They don't have a whole lot of alcohol at all, do they? Oh well, we have plenty we can make ourselves. That's fine. We will instigate a trade here for this, though. We'll swap them one of our food barrels, because that'll give them a pretty good deal. We'll see if we can get a little bit more out of it first, and then we'll see if they'll accept that. They've got a lot of weapons and stuff. We don't really need those at the moment. We can make them ourselves out of iron, and that's fine. It's not necessarily the best, but it'll do. These is more armor. No, don't need armor. What is this? Fiber socks. I'm just looking for things I need. I'm just looking for bags, man. Alright, more helmets, more armor, Oh, a dye bag, an emerald dye bag, I'll take that. We should have had that earlier, we'd have been okay then. A yellow sandbag, we'll take that too, not that we really need it, but it's a bag, so we'll take it. What is this one full of? Nothing, just a swan leather bag, I'll take it. Do you have any other bags I can take? Hopefully you do, I'm hoping to get a bunch from you. Yes, there's one. A flour bag, I don't really need that. Another dye bag, I'll take that just in case. Another sandbag, sure. Oh, hang on. It's a red sand bag of sheep wool, or is it a sheep wool bag full of red sand? That's probably what it is. Okay. Do we need any of these other things? It's hard to maneuver through all this mess because there's so many things here. Sheep wool bag, yeah, that's what those are. Okay. Is this another bag? Yep. I'll take that. Is this a bag? That's got seeds in it. Don't need that one. Rope reed fiber bag. Yes, we'll take that as well. We're running low on stuff here. We're going to have to go back and give them more things in exchange, but that's fine. Whip vine, interesting. I don't think I need these things right now. Donkey leather bag, yes. So many different things in here. It's a bit of a mess. It's hard to tell what I actually need and what I don't need. I'll take the rope reed fiber bags. Whip vine flower bags, no thank you. So many things, jeez. It'd be easier if you could actually read them all, but since they all skip off screen, it gets quite hard to actually see what they say. White sand, I'll take that. Red sand, I'll take that. Since they already have sand in them, they appear to be cheaper, but I'm okay with that. We need the sand anyway. Is this a bag? Yes, it is. Good. More bags. We need all the bags we can get our hands on, except not that one. That's 700 credits worth. No, thank you. And now we're back onto normal things. So we'll swap something for this, and then we'll go from there. Can I swap in... Probably another one of these would do a good job. Can I swap that? Will you take that trade? Yes? Yes. Good. Alright, that gave us a lot of good things we'll need, a lot of bags and whatnot. We should probably try and get some more. We can get some cloth or something and try and make bags out of that. I believe it's cloth you need. Either way, we can try. The cloth bags are pretty cheap anyway. There we go. We'll get two cloth bins, and that should give us plenty. The rope reap fiber is quite expensive, though, so we're going to try and stay away from that if we can. And leather, we don't need those at the moment. Cloth will do just fine. Leathers again, no thank you. Cloth bins again, no thank you. We got lots of cloth and leather here, but we don't really need any of these things. We're looking for something that'll help us immediately. Okay, I'm not seeing really what we need in here, but that's okay. Hopefully we'll get lucky and we'll find it later. How big is this list of bins? I always forget how many bins people bring. Skip through there a bit quicker, that'll do. And still bins. Oh, whoa, nope, still bins. Jeez, that's so many. More leather. How many bins are you carrying? Is like your entire stock just leather? Here we go. There we go. Finally. Is that 10,000 credits? Whoa. Are they charging 10,000 or 1,000? 1,000. Okay. I thought it was 10,000. That would be a bit insane. But no, just 1,000. Still expensive, but not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. We could buy an anvil from them if we really wanted. We can make our own, really, at this point. But food! Here's the other thing I wanted. Yes, we'll take all of your food. Thank you very much. I like taking food. It makes things much easier than trying to gather it all the time ourselves. And they do give you a lot. It just generally doesn't cost too much. It makes life a lot easier. Come on now. Get in my inventory. I need to take all of this unusual food. Well, the other nice thing about this is that you can have food that people will like. And you can use all of these different foods to make things that you can use in recipes. So that also helps. Come on now. Food. There's so much of it. That's excellent. Excellent. Okay, that's a lot of food, actually. Is this threads? Threads might be good to take as well. If we view this, yeah, that's threads. Okay, we'll take all the threads they have, all the yarn they have as well, because those will undoubtedly be helpful for making things later. There's lots of them here, too, from the looks of it. Excellent, excellent, excellent. What's this? That's a skirt. Don't need that. Okay. More clothing looks like down here. Don't need any of that stuff. Quivers and backpacks. Unusual weapon parts. More cheeses! Fantastic, more food. Can we afford to take food? Of course we can. We can sell them our prepared food and buy all their unprepared food, and it'll give us a nice little margin to increase our stockpile of foods. Cheeses are quite expensive, though, so I probably shouldn't buy this many of them, but I'm going to do it anyway because I believe we can make the money back once we try to make things into meals. Is there anything else I need in here? I don't think so. That's pretty much like it. That's it. We could buy some of these unusual gems and whatnot, but I don't think we really need those, nor do we really need the glasses. But I'll take the one of each because you never know when you need crystal glass, and it's kind of hard to get your hands on it otherwise. So we'll take that. And there we go. That'll give them a food barrel and a more different food barrel, another one, and that one. That should give them enough that they'll be okay to trade with us. Oh, he wants a bunch of our zircons, an additional food barrel, and a quiver. No, I'm not okay with that. We'll consider the offer, but I'm not okay with that. Who told you could take things that I didn't offer? Where did those items even come from? Is that all of our stuff that we're looking through right now? That's weird. You want tiger eyes, zircons, those are very cheap. Leather, yeah, okay. That's pretty reasonable, actually. That all appears to be stuff that was here. And you want our other food bin, but that's fine. That's a pretty reasonable trade. Since we're getting a $3,000 value, you generally have to give them about that in profit as well. So we'll take it. Sure, not like it really hurts us too badly. It is a lot of our food gone, but we can always remake it from all the food we just bought from them. So that'll do. Alright, well that is a big mess we've just done. We can come in here and make sure that anything that's still marked for trading, we can unmark, so we'll bring it back, and that should keep an army of dwarves busy for a while, moving things around. And that's fine though. Alright. So our glass production should now be much easier. If we go down here, we should be able to easily produce another window, which should make our mayor very happy. Here we go. Green glass. Make a green glass window with I. Please succeed. That's all I want to see right now. I want to complete that noble's quest, and then we can go away. Awesome. I'm super excited for this actually working. Super excited for this actually working. We need to keep making charcoal and stuff too, but that should be fine at the moment. People are bringing iron around as well, which is also looking good. I just can't wait for that task to be finished. Cannot wait. There's still people canceling my constructions though. Stop it. There's nothing in the way. You're just stopping it for no good reason. Stinkers. Have you canceled that one? No, you've almost completed that construction a couple times. People keep walking through it though while you're in the middle of building. They better not do that right now. Get... What? There's nothing occupying that space. You're just crazy. It's your own baby. I think it is actually their own baby which is causing them to cancel construction of that wall. That's silly. Whatever. We'll have to leave it for now, because apparently they're insane. But we've almost completed our mandate, and that's probably what we're going to end this episode on, because now we have the sand we need. I'm actually going to set sand production to be the next task after this. We are going to collect sand on repeat. There we go, so we'll have plenty of that once we're done here. Are you going to start building the next window? Yes, you are. That is wonderful. I'm super excited for this to be completed. And then we can finally be done with this horrible, horrible sand production line. We'll probably have to do more things with it later, but now we'll actually have the sand containers we need to be able to do it. So that'll be fine. Now, interestingly enough, I have no idea how sand collection works. I don't know if it digs away the wall or what it does, or if they just pull it out of the wall, or how any of that kind of thing happens. But we'll find out soon, I guess. Have we completed our noble's task? Yes! We did it! We have completed the mandate! Fantastic! It doesn't even say anything about it. They don't mention it anywhere. But we did it! We've completed 2 windows. If we check in our stocks here, we should have them now. 2 windows built. Oh, finally! 2 windows. Fantastic. 2 green glass windows. We did it. Ugh. Well, that's great. He's going to mandate something else eventually, but for now, that'll be good. Awesome. We can even see what happens here when they try and gather the sand. Are they going to dig up some of the tiles, or how does that work? Does it move a tile when they collect the sand, or they just grab some and then leave? I'm not sure. We'll find out soon, though. And there's plenty here, thankfully. That makes things a lot nicer, too. Having access to all of this internal sand is much safer than going upstairs. Oh, man. What a nice thing. Is that a full bag of sand now? Is that all it is? Yeah, it is. Okay, it doesn't actually take up any of the sand. That's interesting as well. Well, that's cool. Either way, though, thanks for watching, folks. We have basically accomplished what we wanted to. Well, half of what we wanted to accomplish. We did manage to save our strange mood friend downstairs, but we did figure out sand production, and we did manage to get our windows made at last. So, I do apologize for the disorganization in this episode and for the time it took to get back to this series, because we have been waiting quite a while to play some more Dwarf Fortress, but hopefully you've enjoyed what's happened today. Thank you very much again for watching. Don't forget to leave a like if you did happen to like the episode, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.